Up here, start eviction! Sheriff's office, here to start eviction. For everybody inside this residence. Okay, we're serving eviction. Open up the door, ma'am.
I'm not getting an eviction from nobody. I've been here for 20 years. I'm not evicted. You go through a process. I haven't been through no process. Can't nobody just come up here. My name is Miss Green.
Okay, Miss Green, Deputy Sutton. We post a notice on your door.
That's not, it said unknown. I'm a known person. I don't know what that means.
Miss Green, is anybody else in there with you?
My grandson is in here with me.
Okay, how's your grandson?
He's 19.
19. Why didn't you go to the courthouse when the notice was posted on the door?
I'm not an unknown person. I'm Zoanne Green. I've been here for 20 years. They don't have no contracts with me to be doing nothing with anyone. So I don't know why they're here talking about they can evict me and all this stuff. So you go past foreclosure to evict, to get no. Listen, this is a scam, and the bank is indigenous to this land. This is my property. I've been here. That's why they can't touch me. Now this person comes over here talking about, oh, I just purchased this house from an auction with no paperwork in his hand. He just called. I could have killed him. You don't come up to nobody's home talking about what you got. You ain't got nothing in your hand. You're just talking. Like, who the fuck does that? If I'm supposed to be evicted, my name is not unknown. Everybody knows it. The light bill has been in my name for 20 years. I have been here. This is my home. Okay, can't nobody buy somebody's home off from under them and they don't have no paperwork or no nothing.
Okay,
That's not right.
Ms. Green.
So you can't evict me for nothing.
Well, my question to you, Ms. Green, why didn't you go to the courthouse?
Because the papers say unknown. I'm not an unknown. If you have something, I've been, all my neighbors know me. I'm part of the neighborhood watch. Why is my name not on any paperwork? Explain that to me. I'm not unknown. I'm very known. So I don't know what kind of eviction you're doing, but it's illegal and you can't evict
I'm
me.
doing a court order, ma'am.
Well, I don't know what court order, what name is it under?
It's under.
Before we dive into this absolute roller coaster of an eviction gone off the rails, let me set the stage, because trust me, this one escalates fast. Today's star is what I'll affectionately call an Indigenous Karen, a woman who sincerely believes eviction laws, foreclosure laws, and basic property rights simply don't apply to her, because she exists on sovereign land. And if you've ever seen a sovereign citizen meltdown before, you already know this story has all the classics: accusations of scams, claims of jurisdictional immunity, and a complete refusal to read any legally binding document whatsoever. UT here's what makes this case especially chaotic. The sheriff is remarkably patient. The paperwork is ironclad, and the new property owner is literally standing right there. Yet she insists none of it is real because this one is a masterclass in delusion. Meeting due process.
Saying to do the eviction.
For who?
I'm just explaining
Okay,
to you.
go ahead.
It's for the property.
No, you can't evict.
You're
Really?
telling
So
me
you
no,
think you
you
can
want me to
come
read it?
here and evict somebody off of a property and you don't even have their name?
Okay. It doesn't require me to have a name. You want to read this portion?
Are you fucking serious to
Yes,
me?
ma'am. I'm going to let you read this.
I don't need to read none of that. I don't want to read it. It don't have nothing to do with me.
It has to do with this property. It says
This is my property under my name. You don't even have a name on there.
the screen.
So I'm not leaving my
We
property.
see the first major misunderstanding that drives this entire disaster. She believes that because the paperwork lists unknown occupant rather than her personal name, the eviction is invalid. But this is actually how eviction notices typically work when the bank or court has no legal relationship with the people currently living in the home. After foreclosure, the new owner isn't required to track down residents individually. The order applies to anyone inside the property. This is why deputies repeat that it covers all occupants. Her refusal to acknowledge this reveals a common sovereign belief pattern.
To the Orange County Sheriff's Office, which county we're in.
So you're gonna throw me out of my house right now?
I have no choice, ma'am. This is what
Where
the court
is-
says, yes.
Y'all are come throw all my shit out there. Since you're gonna do that
So it says-
to an indigenous
So
person
it
of this
says,
land, so you
command
go
to
do
remove
it.
all persons.
You're not removing me from my property. So you about to take me out of here? How?
Voluntarily, preferably.
You listen, I'm telling you, you're not removing me out of my property.
Okay.
I'm not leaving, so.
Okay. We don't want to take you to jail, sir.
Really? You?
Right.
This is pathetic. Y'all are something else. And God will deal with you. God will deal with you.
Okay.
I'm not leaving my house. This is my property. You walk up here with a guy. What is he doing? Who is that white man coming up here?
This is where the sovereign citizen script kicks in a high gear. Everything is suddenly a scam. The bank, the auction, the paperwork, the foreclosure process, even the deputies. Everyone except the person who hasn't paid their mortgage in years. Notice how she shifts blame onto YouTube conspiracies and jurisdictional loopholes. This is painfully common among people who fall into pseudo-legal groups online. Foreclosure isn't instant. It takes months of notices, hearings, filings, and chances to respond. You don't get foreclosed on by surprise. But sovereign thinking reframes every consequence as fraud, rather than the result of unpaid obligations. It's denial dressed in legal jargon.
There's no name on that paper. You think you can throw me out of my house? That is against the law. I'm sorry. You can't.
All right, sir, you gotta leave, man. You got a court order to move off.
I gotta leave. Look, all my stuff is in here. All my life is in here. I've been here for 20 years. Really?
Just like, that's your mother?
This is my grandson.
Okay, just like I was praying to your grandmother, we got a court order to remove all persons coming to this address.
31.
I need the supervisor to come over here or somebody. Because I'm not, this is not happening to me. They think they can just come in over
You know
y'all.
what eviction is? Okay, so that's what we're doing right now.
You can't evict someone. They don't even have my name on their paperwork. They just want to throw me up out of here. And that guy over there did it. He went and got them. With no paperwork, just come to your house. Y'all do that to black people all day long. He got some paperwork with nobody's name on it. And he thinks he can, for the property, not the persons that's in the
Step out,
property.
sir.
You can step out there.
You're not in trouble.
Shit,
You
I'm
want to see
scared of
it,
these
right? So
people.
it says step out. Okay.
And I don't even know why you showing it to him. I'm the grown person.
You didn't want to look at it, man.
I don't need that. And my name ain't on
He's
it.
in the door, right?
Yeah, but my name ain't on it.
We're in the state of Florida, right?
He don't even have his
I work
glasses
for the
on.
Orange County Sheriff's Office. You are commanded to remove all persons from 3718
I
Kitty
can't
Hawk
believe
Avenue
this. I'm
and
really
put
appalled
this
right
company
now,
in possession
people.
of the property.
This is a shame. So I don't know where they think I'm gonna go. I don't have no place to go. I'm gonna sit here on this damn porch.
To remove the person out the house?
Remove all persons.
That's a shame.
At this point, you can almost hear the deputies wishing she had shown the same passion for explaining herself at the courthouse, where her presence actually would have mattered. What she's trying to argue, incorrectly, is that because the bank doesn't have a personal contract with her, they can't remove her. But once a home is foreclosed and sold at auction, ownership transfers. Legally, she becomes a holdover occupant with zero rights to remain unless she negotiates a lease or relocation arrangement. Her 20 years of living there feel emotionally significant to her, but property law doesn't care about memories.
This eviction is going to happen, Screen.
I'm not leaving my house. I'm not. I've been living here for 20 years. You want me to just up and leave because you came over here on my porch telling me what I got to do. My name ain't on nothing. So you gonna take me to jail?
Man, we don't want to do that.
You don't want to, but you will in a heartbeat. You don't care about nobody. You have nothing inside of you.
That is not
Nothing.
preferred option.
And I pray for you because something gonna happen to both of y'all for coming in here trying to remove somebody from their house because of that piece of shit. That ain't, he's a foreigner.
It's not a
on my
it's the
land.
cost of the court order.
You will pay dearly, honey, if I leave here. Because I don't have no place to go and I'm not leaving. I got too much shit to get out of here. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but you might need to go back to the judge and tell him I said to call me.
That's something you should have did, man.
I don't need to do that. That's not none of it is on my name is not on any. They're not talking to me.
So you're not a person?
I'm not my name. I have a name and an identity.
but you are a person.
It doesn't say person.
It
It
says-
says, it needs to say the person that has been here, the light bill is in my name for
So that's
20
something
years.
you have to talk to the court about.
I don't need to talk to no court.
Here's a perfect moment to highlight a common misconception. She believes that because her name isn't on the paperwork, the eviction is invalid. But eviction's attached to property, not individuals. The deputies explain repeatedly that the order applies to all occupants of 3,718, and that includes guests, residents, family, squatters, sovereigns, and anyone else physically there. Her strategy is to treat the eviction like a personalized mail delivery. If my name isn't on it, it's not for me. But eviction law doesn't work like a birthday invitation. You can't reject a court order like a mislabeled amnesty.
Like she has requested all the officers' names and badge numbers, and they are writing this information down. Yeah, she's asked for all their badge numbers and names. I guess she can file a complaint. She could have showed up for court, by the way, but her reason for not going to the court date was she has a name. Her name is not unknown. She's going back to the door to do something. She unlocked the door, went back in for some reason, don't know why. The police officers are going in with them.
This is the turning point. The moment where deputies must decide whether this remains a peaceful eviction or escalates into a physical removal or arrest. She's adamant that she's not leaving, but deputies have already given her every chance to comply voluntarily. Legally, they must enforce the court's order. Her invoking identity, indigenous, black, victim, sovereign, is an attempt to reframe the situation as discrimination, but the deputies are focused solely on possession of the property. Watch how calm they remain despite her escalating accusations. Eviction is one of the hardest duties for sheriffs because emotions are really heartbreaking because the generational consequences become obvious. Her grandson and other family members are now caught up in an eviction that could have been avoided by attending the foreclosure hearings or negotiating with the bank. Sovereign ideologies